We successfully put a vending machine on the beach. Now getting it off, unfortunately, might be kind of a challenge.
This one doesn't have candy. Can I read this to you?
In this machine are love letters. They were written for you to make you feel loved.
Please take one. Are you ready? Okay.
Hey, welcome to the channel, The Ryan McDowell, and today I'm going to tell you a story about how we gave people the opportunity to buy love. See, there's some things in life that money just shouldn't be able to buy, right? And I've been playing around with that concept for a while, and I wanted to do something with it. I thought of parenting advice, I thought of confidence, I thought of friendship, but like Paul McCartney, I kept coming back to love. Is there a way that I could contradict the Beatles and allow people to buy love? I don't know, what would that even look like? Cue vending machine. Vending machines have one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to facilitate a transaction. You give it money, it gives you Gatorade. And so I thought that was a great symbol for this buying love kind of idea. I wanted to put something in the machine that when people got it, they'd feel good, they'd feel loved, and they'd want to share that feeling with someone else. I reached out to a bunch of really talented writer friends, and I asked them to write a love letter. At first, I left it very open, just like, hey, write a love letter. As a few came in, I was like, ooh, this is kind of what I'm looking for. So I ended up giving the prompt to the writers. What would you say to someone to make them feel loved? It felt almost like I'd asked my friends to write me a love letter, not a love letter for me to give to others. Because as I was reading through them, I'm like, man, my friends are so nice. They all love me so much. Just going through this process, I felt a lot of love from them, and I could see them in each of these letters. So I found a vending machine for sale in a really small town in rural northern Nevada. So I drive out there, it's a couple hours from where I live, and when I pulled up to the address and go into the gate, there was just junk everywhere. Old stoves, couches, old washing machines, hunks of metal, piles of wood, scrap metal, just eclectic debris. So I called the lady who had the ad. It's like, hey, I think I'm here. She's like, is it the one with all the shit in the yard? Yeah, it is. It's the one with all the shit in the yard. The lady was so nice, and she had a lot of junk, but she also had 7 really nice vending machines. I picked out my vending machine and was ready to go. Only issue is that vending machines are significantly heavier than I anticipated. This vending machine weighed, I think, between 500 and 600 pounds. This might surprise you, but that's a little bit more than I can lift. Luckily, they had a lift gate on one of their trucks, so we could lift it up and slide into my truck. It was at that point I realized the weight of this machine was gonna be a real problem. But they were super friendly, and now I had a vending machine. All I needed was a location. I had this daydream where I wanted to put the machine in somewhere that it did not belong, like a hiking trail or on a beach or something, where it looked very out of place, surreal. Someone would walk up and be like, whoa, what is a vending machine doing here? I reached out to a bunch of beaches in San Francisco, thinking there'll be a lot of people around at those beaches, maybe would be interested in participating. And San Francisco was like, you cannot do that. We have no interest in your project, please leave. Shucks. The next place I thought of, which probably should have tried first, is where I live in Lake Tahoe, California.
In Sand Harbor, which is the spot we're looking for this vending machine to place. And so far, I think this looks hopefully like the spot. It's May and it's snowing, so we're looking at shooting in a few weeks. It might still be snowing. Can you imagine just like a vending machine popped up in the middle of nowhere and you stumble upon it? I think it's kind of perfect.
So I went to the land of cowboys and casinos and reached out to the Nevada State's Park Department. They were amazing and so easy to work with. If you have a project you want to shoot in a beautiful park, look what Nevada might have, because they're really easy to work with. Thanks, Nevada. So when the love letter submissions came in, I was reading them on my computer and I was like, man, these are amazing. But I wanted something tangible that felt unique and individual for each letter. And so I bought an old vintage typewriter and typed up all the letters myself. Okay, I already screwed up. All right, I got I got 3 lines in and I made a mistake. Okay. The thing I forget to do the most is hit spacebar, because when you do it on a laptop, it just adds one for you. If you do it on here, your words mash together, boom, your letter is ruined. I only have 100 pieces of paper. I might need to go get more paper. I told this idea to my friends and they're like, dude, you're so soft. And I was like, yeah, man, I am. As the shoot day approached, I was getting more and more nervous. Was I gonna actually be able to pull this off? I actually had a little bit of a meltdown and laid on the apartment floor for a couple hours. So many things could go wrong, and I'd spent so much time and effort, and I'd reached out to my friends and they'd spent a lot of time and effort on this project. Were we even gonna be able to get this giant vending machine on the beach? Would people show up and get the letters? What if that machine fell on someone and hurt them? All things that I had solutions for, but one day in one shot. Whenever I try to involve people in my personal projects, I love it because they turn out better, but it also stresses me out a lot because I feel responsible to deliver something. Like, I would never make a film and then not finish it, because I feel like I owe the people who put the time in to complete a project. The shoot day came and I borrowed a dump trailer from my construction worker father. Thanks, Dad. Loaded up the trailer and we went to the beach. I had a furniture dolly that we were rolling on the concrete, and then when we got to the sand, we put sheets of particle board down to make a smooth runway for the machine to go out there. Which is so smart, right?
The plan was to lay down some plywood, but I got this cheap particle board, and as we wheeled this beast of a machine out here, it destroyed all of our particle board. So we had to go get some new ones, and hopefully we'll get this machine safely off the beach and into the truck, and the Sand Harbor National Park won't be coming for us.
Something I learned about myself in the process is that I don't think I love doing this style of project. The man on the street where you go out to the public and you find people to interact with and see what you can get. I don't think it's necessarily my favorite thing to do. But will I ever do it again? Maybe, because this was incredibly rewarding. People's reactions to receiving a letter was beautiful.
C4. Birthday boy. What open?
Okay, here we go. Whew. I got goosebumps.
That kind of worked for you.
That's cute. That was so cute. That's so sweet.
I hope it's cutie, baby.
The whole time doing this project, I kept thinking, like, what am I doing? Is this worth it? Like, I love making videos, and I love just whenever I have an idea, like trying to make it in some way to tell a story. But it can grind on you, and a lot of times those stories don't get seen by a lot of people. And so this vending machine one was a lot of work, and I kept thinking along the way, like, is it worth it? And it became clear on the day that even for the, 15 people who interacted with this machine, the whole process was worth it. People appreciated getting a letter and hearing kind words and nice things, even if they didn't know the person or even see the person. And it's red words. For all they know, they could have been made by ChatGPT. They weren't, but for all they know, they could have been, right? And just the idea that someone out there wrote this letter for them to make them feel good, made them feel good. Expressions of love, whether you're giving or receiving, can have a big impact on your own health, the health of others, and something that is just behavior that can be embarrassing, but also should be encouraged. And I think that this project did that, at least a little bit. That's kind of my goal with storytelling is, I want to make people feel good. It's just silly, but I want to entertain. I want things to be really entertaining, but whether it's funny or heartfelt or something, I just like want to do it in a positive manner because I think that, you know, people want to feel good. So, anyway, I rambled a bit. If you like this video and you like to feel good, you should like and subscribe. I'm trying to get up to that partner level on YouTube where I have 1,000 subscribers, and I'm a long ways off, but with your help, we can get there. So, in the meantime, I love you, and I'll see you on the next one.